Hello, man. How are you? Good. Hello again. How are you? Are you alive?
Still.
So you found out a new topic, a new question?
I have watched a movie
Uh-huh.
from a Persian guy, maybe you know, Abbas Kiarostami.
Kiarostami. Okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's called Taste of Cherry.
Okay.
And there's a guy who wants to kill himself. And he is so lonely, but that is not the matter. He is searching for a guy who dig his grave.
Okay.
Okay, he actually dig his grave. He will at night he will sleep at that grave. He is searching for a guy who put
The
toprak.
soil back.
What?
Soil.
Soil on it.
Okay.
And he is going to someone. He is looking for a poor guy and go to them and say, I will give you so much money. I just want you to do one thing for me. I will sleep at that grave at night. At the morning you will say my name, and if I'm awake you will take my money and go. And if I'm not awake you will put soil on me and again take 200,000 that money. So the question is, will you do that or not?
What is that?
This is, I think,
understand.
Why?
Is it
So
suicide or just...
It's a kind of gambling, right?
yes,
Kind of gamble.
yes.
sleeping
I-
in the cold weather?
Yeah.
No, it's not the weather.
What?
It is not. It doesn't matter.
Will you do that? Would you do that?
No, the question is, will you try to prevent his suicide, or you will take the money and do that, or you will just run away?
She's talking about the moral dilemma or dilemma
Yes.
you're talking about.
What's the actual meaning of this man? Paying side.
What?
He is looking for someone to do that.
I don't understand.
Why didn't you understand?
Suicide? Or
No, will you?
the suicide will be conclude me or not?
No, it isn't. But if you want, you can try to prevent it.
Okay. It can be changed with the possibility.
She's trying to test our moral dilemma.
Yes.
I know. Okay, answer. Which one? Would you take the money or try to persuade that person, convince that person not to kill himself?
But you're not the one who killed him.
Yeah.
You
He
will
wants
just.
suicide,
Yeah?
so why not?
You say, no, go ahead. No, take me the money. Go ahead. No problem.
Same.
Like I said, I prefer money.
You prefer
because
money?
he already wanted to
Okay.
kill himself.
Okay. Is the person like an angel to test our,
No.
this-
No, it is really a philosophical movie, and it takes too much effort. Yes.
Awards.
Award.
Awards.
awards? Okay,
Award,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Possible. I'm not interested in Middle Eastern movies. I'm not.
So much motion in this.
So
movie.
much, I mean,
So much motion.
exaggeration.
Come
A
on,
lot of
no.
exaggeration.
Not
You
generally
have to-
released movies.
No, but the Kiarostami is I sleep at night.
Let's go to club, Yeah. Yeah, he's a great director, actually, yes.
It is his first movie. He took it at
Oh, how did you find that movie then?
yes.
Long time ago, right? It must be.
Yes.
At least 2025, yeah, possible. What else? Do you want to answer this question?
I didn't understand.
You didn't understand? Ask an easy question. You know?
question.
Do you have any question? I love your questions.
Right now, I don't have a question.
Amazing. Right now you're just blocked. You're disconnected from people. You know, you set aside. Aside from us.
Yeah, today is not.
Today, yeah,
it's
you're
not my day.
not your day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a glass of beer maybe.
No, maybe a Red Bull.
Red Bull. Oh no, I got it.
No, beer is.
You can mix them together.
Vodka mixed and Red Bull.
Ah.
No,
Vodka.
beer and Red Bull, I think it's.
Vodka and Red Bull together,
Yes.
Yeah.
bump, explosion. My God.
Go to the club.
Yeah. Amazing. Yes. You have got a question?
No.
Why not? You must have million questions. She has got a question.
Why people be old?
Why people?
Be old. Get old.
Why people get old? Good question. Okay.
I can explain it in scientific very well.
First, like in a kind of general way,
Yes.
then scientific. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to explain? Why do people get
I don't
old?
know exact reason, but
Mhm.
I guess it's about renewing.
Renewing
Yeah,
of
renewing
what?
of new generation
Uh-huh.
to take your place and
Yeah.
you die. New generation come
Yeah.
because all the history of the life, all the history of life,
Yeah.
even this one cell animals die
Yeah.
to make new cells.
True.
It's about that, I guess.
Definitely correct. What is your opinion about it?
Actually, it makes us, the world is temporary.
True.
And
It tries to show it to us that the world is temporary.
yeah, it's
and
the
nothing
meaning of
will exist.
mankind's becoming.
Hmm?
It's the meaning of mankind's becoming.
Yeah.
You have to die to make it new generation.
Okay. Yeah, almost the same that your friend said. Not you. How about you?
If people don't die, we don't have a place for live.
Mhm.
We don't have a lot of place.
Uh-huh.
We need if no everybody not die, where a place to live,
Mhm.
like Istanbul,
Mm.
to build, don't have a between place.
Mhm. You mean the capacity is not enough for the
Yeah.
world to hold that many of people?
Look at 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
We right now so crowded, all the world.
True.
To this country.
But if you don't die, so we don't born. New generation won't born.
Yeah.
So everything is stable. It's not we became more crowded than today.
Yeah.
Everything is hunt for nature actually. When you become a die, your body, that body, is a hunt for the other animal.
True.
Like I said just before, you make it the new generation with your body or that or kind of.
Mhm.
But if you don't die, so other animals, other species don't die too,
Mhm.
isn't it?
Yeah. It
So
must
no dying, everything is
Yeah.
stable.
be. Yeah.
No need to destroy the nature. No
Mhm.
need to become more something. Just everything is
But-
stable.
She's not asking dying. We maybe may be always young and die at some point. But the aging, the getting old.
Of course, she's asking about the aging as a young lady. I mean, ladies are obsessed with the aging concept.
That's sexist.
Generally, and it must be like that. It is not sexist. This is. I mean, it seems to be that I have beard. Why? Because this is what it is. I must have some beard, but you don't have that. So is that sexist?
No,
That is not.
You
And
didn't-
this obsession, I
She
didn't.
didn't say I'm obsessed with it. She just asked, but you just pointed it.
Because whatever we say can reflect our personality,
But
generally speaking.
okay, but
And
you
if
know-
I ask a kind of question which is related to technology a lot, it means that, okay, this guy has a good relationship with technology. That is why he or she is thinking about it.
Okay, let's ask. Did
True?
You ask it, did you think it's because of getting old and having? Yeah, yes. Okay.
Generally speaking, yeah, generally speaking, it is what it is. If, for example, this guy asks a question about football, it means that he is thinking about football. Generally, that's why the questions
Okay,
come.
but if if a young man asks that, you will think the same way.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, of course.
Okay.
Generally, because why we ask questions? Because we don't have the answer for the question. That's why we are asking
About
it.
this stuff.
Because why I ask a question? Because I don't have the answer. That's why I'm asking. Imagine it that way. If I have the answer, why should I ask the
Okay,
question?
but it might be a different reason, you know. Okay, but
True.
I should be quiet.
That's true. No problem. Okay, no ideas about it? You're not okay today.
I forget the question.
Forget the question, yes, me too. How about you?
Because we can't fight with time. Everything gets old. They will get old.
Yeah, yeah.
They will get old.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in the world.
Yeah,
It's about physically.
yeah,
Quantum, maybe.
yeah. Don't open that door. Yes, that's good. Good answer. What is your answer?
I don't have.
You haven't thought about it yet?
No.
Really? You don't know. You are looking for an answer for that, right?
Yeah.
There is a movie called Mr. Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched?
I heard
Write it
about
down. Mr. Nobody. A little bit related to your question.
No.
No, not Jim Carrey. I forgot his name. He has a very difficult name. Once he played Batman in what was the name of the movie? I forgot. Yeah, definitely watch that, Mr. Nobody. It is related to your question somehow. A nice movie. Really nice concept. I love that. Okay, you don't know the answer. All right. You? Do you know the answer?
I think human his body is old, but
Yeah.
gold.
hmm?
Old but gold.
Old.
Yeah.
Became more experienced.
Yeah. Old but gold, young but
Bold.
fantastic.
But human is so yes, not old.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
true. Yeah. Because we cannot manipulate the soul, but the material in this condition should age. Dalai Lama, have you watched do you know Dalai Lama? It's YouTube. He speaks very simple, but very clearly. I love that. With that heavy Chinese accent. But really cool and nice figure, very positive figure he has. Once he talked about the death. You know? He said that the body is aging. It has to be. It is material, yeah. I mean, it is aging, and he said that if you believe in the next world, or if you don't believe in the next world, you have one common thing, which is to be a good person in this world. Do you remember that? To be a good person. If there is another world, so there is guarantee that, okay, you didn't do anything wrong. If there isn't any other world, again, at least in this world, people will, how can I say, think about you positively at least. True? He said that the body is aging. It looks like clothes. you know, this clothes that we wear today, one day, I mean, every day it is going to be, I mean, getting old and old and old. So one day you have to remove it, change it, and buy a new one. I mean, wear a new clothes. The same scenario. Because in this life, everything is conditioned to be aging. That's why. This is the mechanism of this world.
Right.
This is the mechanism. I mean, there is no other answer, I think.
When you say this, I start thinking about is this body divided than our really,
Conscious.
our consciousness? So we are.
The body that you are asking about the Dalai Lama's thing?
Yeah, generally.
Yeah, I mean, the body that we can see it. Why we can see it? Because it's material.
So we are.
But we cannot see the conscience, as you said. You call it conscience, somebody calls it soul, somebody calls it something. We cannot see it. That is invisible.
If we translate the conscience of the human to the other material, like a clothes, we change the clothes.
I don't think so, no. We cannot
Why
we
not?
cannot do that. Because how can we test something that we cannot see it?
Actually, we can see it. It is
We can see our conscience?
Yes, it is all
How
about-
can we can see
It
that?
is all about the brain and the brain activity. So we can see brain activity.
Conscious.
No, conscious.
Conscious, okay, conscious.
Conscious.
Okay, but
Commanded-
this is your.
commanded-
It is about point of view to life. I think
No,
conscious.
no. Conscious.
Okay, I know conscious, but it is because of it comes from brain.
What's
It
the
can-
conscience?
What is the conscious? Go explain.
Yes, and it comes from brain.
Yeah, of course, there must be a kind of scientific explanation for that. But generally speaking, if something that we cannot see it, how can we test it? How can we define it? For example, the word soul. Explain. What is soul?
There is no soul.
Yeah, I think so. There is no soul, but something is different than human from the animal.
Matter.
Yeah.
Because same brain not working same
On the
in
same
their-
body?
Yeah, in their
Not
body.
same.
Mm-hmm.
And our body has something so special. Maybe some sort of the part of the brain
Mm-hmm.
specified about that.
Yeah.
Having consciousness
Yeah.
and subconsciousness
Yeah.
and control rest of the brain, and the rest of the brain control your body.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't understand why people think animals don't have conscience.
Who thinks so?
I think so.
Animals do not have any conscience?
Most of people
They have limited version.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of videos on social media that, you know, the animals were crying or doing something really strange. Strange. I mean, surprisingly strange.
Yes.
Which
So we
shows
said
that-
They have a
conscious. What is
conscious
conscious?
It is conscious.
They
I
have
don't know.
conscious capable, however, it's limited.
But
Limited,
this-
yes, limited
their
version.
own consciousness, yeah. Because I want to understand brain is controlling body, but is not controlling own self.
Okay.
Something controlling brain to think about something or
Yeah.
doing something.
It
Some-
is like heart. Who control heart? Heart itself control heart.
Yeah,
Brain-
okay.
Heart controlled by brain.
No.
Of course,
No.
not.
No,
No, no,
come
no, no, no.
on, come on.
It is not controlled by brain.
No, it is all, and there is cell called pacemaker, and it is owned.
Ya beyin şu an C tarafından kontrol ediyor adamı ya.
Come on, no, it's not.
Elektrik.
It's not. It's not.
And
And
no.
gelen
I-
çalışma
No, they are separate as far as I know.
Yes.
I know the general thing, not the scientific thing.
Okay,
So
I
it is
just.
depends brain, but it is not depends your conscious brain.
Imagine your brain stops, but your heart is still moving. How is it possible?
This is true.
With
but
machine?
No,
No.
not machine. In a normal condition,
I
I'm
am
talking
saying that
about.
there is a cell who make the beat, and it's called pacemaker.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
check
but,
it.
At some point, you're right. Brain only controls slowing down and fasting.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it is on
Automatic.
by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
True. She's right. She's right.
Okay. So I think brain control itself, not something else.
Okay.
And conscious is all about the brain.
Which part of control other parts. For instance, I talk about the amygdala, for instance, one part of the brain, specified on something, but never work on self. Something cause
There's-
work on it.
I don't want to say so much scientific, but there's cells called glial cells, and it helps neurons to feed and to recreate themselves and who create new ones. So not the parts of the brain like amygdala, hypothalamus, something like, but there is cells like there's neural cells, which
Yeah.
is the normal ones, and there is new founded glial cells, glial cells,
Okay.
and it helps neural cells. So it is from brain, and it is half brain.
I think it must be Turkish.
It helps
It must be
brain. It
Turkish.
helps brain.
Ya shoot me. Shot me.
Russian. What was that? Russian bullet?
Russian roulette.
Roulette. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Why you put on mask again? You felt shy? No worries. Yeah, like that. I mean, very complicated than that. What I can say is very general.
No, heart is not working on self. Some part of the brain is responsible for this.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure about it.
I agree with you.
Really?
But it is not
With
conscious.
him.
But
It is
I think it
Yeah,
is
but-
not questionable, like it's certain.
It is certain. It's a fact.
every muscle should have signal, the electron
Yes,
signal.
but the,
Okay.
The signal continuously coming from brain,
Yeah.
some
but
part of the brain.
you're right,
But
but
What's
this
the
brain
source
is
of
not.
energy?
Let me explain. Let me
What's the
just-
source of energy?
Like from food, it is whatever.
Uh-huh.
There is
But-
muscles. There are. Wait. There are three types of muscles.
Yep.
Smooth muscle, straight muscle, and hard muscle.
Yeah.
Right.
Why it is divided as hard
Because
muscle
some
is
part of the
Wait.
muscle is not controlled by yourself.
wait.
Wait.
Listen.
Hard muscle is the same structure as the straight muscle.
Yeah.
Okay, but why does it separate? Because
Because
hard.
the brain separates some special.
She's
Abi ben bunu açtım.
I am studying
She's going
it.
through.
I am studying it. It is divided to two places because straight muscles controlled by brain and hard muscle controlled by heart.
On self.
Okay.
Heart, yes.
On self. So the muscle don't have electron, the signals.
Have. It has.
So where come from the
It
signal?
is synaptial node and it makes signals by itself and it is on heart's left ventricle. Come on.
So how? Okay.
Okay.
Heart have a brain, other brain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
of
it's
course.
other brain. I am into heart. I
Yeah.
want to be
I don't know
heart.
what-
study.
How can
I will
you
search.
how is it pumping energy?
She's saying that. She's studying it.
Yes, I am studying.
Okay, I know,
Uh-huh.
but
You want further studies? Why? I am not convinced.
I know different.
No,
so I
I
will
got it.
search.
I
will
got
check.
it.
Okay.
Possible.
They ask you how can it be caused from pumping energy to heart?
So some connecting between heart and
Heart is
brain.
pumping, and
Okay, this
how
is-
can it be caused?
It is because of you, you know. This is because.
Okay. It is like a heart physiology lesson.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Come here and just give us a presentation.
Okay, I can show you. There are vessels in our body, and blood comes from vessels to hearts. First, left ventricle, okay, right ventricle, say, and there is a node, electrical node, and it creates its own electric signal.
Yep.
And it goes from this to this, and there is ion changes, so it makes pumping because it makes the electrical movement, and there is blood, so electrical movements goes on, and because of that blood it pumps and goes down and pumps and goes down. So there is signaling, there is a signal point, and it is in the heart, and it is controlled by that point. So there's no brain in here.
Okay.
Okay.
But she said that the brain only controls the speed of pumping.
Yes.
Only controls that.
Brain is boss.
Brain is the boss, yeah.
For example, for me, heart is the boss.
Is the boss. Okay. Because you're emotional?
I am sure.
No, not.
Okay. Further studies. I got it. Yeah, interesting. Lovely question. This is what it is. Because there's a kind of limitation in life. Everything is limited. I mean, human beings are weak. We are very weak. We think that we have figured it out, but we haven't. There are lots of things going on unanswered, even unquestioned. Understand? I watched a documentary. There was a kind of biologist. He was, how can I say, exploring the oceans. He once said that only 3% of the oceans, the sea, I mean those kind of areas have been discovered. 97% is unknown, he said.
Right.
And
Unknown.
ocean
Right.
is more mysterious than the
Than
space.
space.
Really.
So, what do we know? We know nothing.
We know.
3%, 97. 97% is unknown. We don't know what happens, what is there. Maybe there isn't something. Maybe there is. We don't know that.
I want to ask you a question.
From me? From her? Okay, go ahead.
We have a heart.
It's still they are not convinced.
No, I'm convinced.
Okay. You want to prove?
No, just
Further question.
I want to learn that.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe I
We
don't.
have a heart on this desk.
Sorry?
We have a heart on the desk.
Human heart.
Okay.
Yeah, human heart. And the circulation is all the truth, the vessels or canals. Yeah, there is no brain.
Okay.
Can it be pumping?
Yes.
All self.
Yes.
What the heck?
Yes, but you should have the blood and no need the brain, but there should be something.
Like
the blood,
a
the
coma.
circulation should be.
Mhm, yes.
because Circulation is.
Brain is
Circulation is
circulation.
totally true.
The heart
Okay,
is still
okay,
pumping.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and
Holy shit.
It
yes,
works.
and in
Come on.
like in surgery.
He's not
Oh.
still convinced.
Yeah. Because I searched just before, and some professors say heart and the brain directly connected with each other.
Okay.
So
Directly.
yeah, directly connected with each other. So brain causes something.
I know, like,
Yes, but just taste.
Actually, I heard what she said.
Yeah,
I
of
don't know
course.
more, but I heard what she said actually.
We
They are
say
separate.
muscular learning. All muscle have own like a memorize, doing something, but something causes this memorize. For instance, brain just gives signal and heart own self working. Maybe because muscle have own learning ability. But again, it is controlled by the brain.
And nowadays.
Maybe
so-
affected by brain, not controlled by brain, let's say.
Nowadays there is search which says that intestinals doesn't need brain.
I heard that.
may it be theory?
Actually, it has proof, but not only itself. Brain helps.
Have you started watching Fringe?
No,
Why not?
I don't.
I told you before, right?
Yes.
I told everybody if you're interested in
And I couldn't
science
find-
fiction, it is not on Netflix. You should find it maybe
Also.
from torrent or something. I don't know.
İşte yani.
Yes, over there.
I searched on that platform too. No,
Really?
no French on there.
Fuck them. I joke.
You can definitely watch that. There are a lot of interesting, scientific theories going on in the TV show. Amazing TV show that I highly, highly recommend you if you are interested in sci-fi category, science fiction, sci-fi. Yeah. Good question. I like that. What else? Any philosophical question? No questions?
Be or not to be.
So what?
Okay,
I mean
you
that
say-
question.
No, sorry.
That question is related to the cup of water. I mean, half full, half empty. Exactly the same scenario. It depends on you. Sometimes you want to be. Sometimes you don't want to be. The best case scenario is to just change this world. I mean, not to be in this world. This is the best ideal thing. Yes, go ahead.
Because of that, I want to say the connection, the
Relation.
conscience
Uh-huh.
can translate into something else, like a mechanism, like a, some robotic
System.
thing, and goes some other place, like a deep of the space.
I don't know.
Because some scientists work on this. If the
Elon Musk?
no, Elon Musk is not science. He is actually.
I don't know. I mean, his team. I mean, his
really?
crew.
He
Yeah.
just want to sell something. He even
Business.
don't want to go Mars.
Why did he buy Twitter?
I guess he want to affect the
Because
world
he can.
more than.
Because what?
Because you can.
Of course he can, but why? Why should a businessman, a wealthy, affluent businessman, try to buy something,
more richer with Bitcoin.
But
spread his words,
yeah,
spread his words, and be much more effective,
yeah.
influential?
Do you know word hype? Hype.
No, I don't know a lot. I know a little bit.
Hype stuff. Every word talking about Elon Musk by Twitter.
I don't know.
Elon Musk tweeted like, I will buy the Coca-Cola and I will inject the cocaine.
Yeah.
Ah, cocaine.
He's
Yes.
just enjoying with the people.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. Okay, your question.
Okay, we say brain and heart. I just want to ask
Them or me? Everybody.
all of you. Like which one is more important? And if someone whose brain died, you know, the brain dying, like their brain died, but they can still
Deceased, maybe they call it. Deceased,
uh,
died, deceased.
okay.
I don't know, because I mean, death, these are general things, but if you talk about the scientific thing, you have to find a scientific terminology.
Yes.
I am
Okay,
not
but-
aware of them.
Okay, but
I would say, like, I heard that they call it deceased. Heart deceased, brain deceased. Maybe you have to check it.
yes, whatever. There's patients whose brain doesn't work anymore, but they can live by the machine.
Okay.
So this is this living and having not brain but the heart is enough. But so which like
I wouldn't
I-
prefer.
okay yeah.
Life
I
without
wouldn't prefer.
consciousness.
Yes, yes.
Life
say
without
in Turkish,
consciousness.
Physiology.
You know,
Yes, yes.
Not like a real.
absolutely. A small problem in our body can affect the whole day negatively or positively. Generally negative. A small problem. Imagine that you feel that you're totally healthy, but you have a small, very minor toothache. And you are invited to a party. Everybody is going to eat. You are going to eat and enjoy. You are not gonna eat. You are not gonna enjoy. Finish. I said that I only accept living if I am healthy. If not, it doesn't mean anything to me.
Quality.
Quality, absolutely, yeah.
Well, I guess my friends mean brain or body is important.
Brain or heart, she said.
Generally, rest of the body. Which one is more important? Well, I guess brain.
Brain is most important.
Because
Yeah,
rest,
generally.
rest of the body just being for serve the brain.
True.
When you
But,
lost,
you know,
okay,
if
when you
there's-
lost your brain, you were disconnected to real life.
Yes,
There
exactly.
is no meaning to be alive for me.
Absolutely.
Because you
Totally
are
right.
brain.
Why
Rest of
maybe
body
you-
is
Yeah.
out of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
to make them like
Yes, kızım.
alive.
Or
Not
other.
other.
I want to ask you a deep question.
Do we have that much time? Okay, go ahead. We have some time.
Like
go ahead.
example just before, we have a heart on that desk, and we can
Why we put
we,
heart on
yeah,
this?
put on that desk.
Because we want to see it.
We can make it natural circulation,
Okay.
like a human body.
Mm-hmm.
And normally nowadays we can create a SD cards like a
Programmed.
no
Chip?
chip
Okay.
chip.
Biochips.
It's not biochips.
Intelligent.
Artificial intelligence.
Yes, AI.
Yeah, EI.
I am your
If we can control with this
Ask
artificial
me
intelligence to this body,
AI.
AI.
AI will be designed maybe more than us.
Okay. Yeah. We can
It
we can
will
add
enhancing-
programs.
Yeah, it will be enhancing by itself.
Okay. True.
And searching searching sources will be amazing with the different kind of resources.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said it will be enhancing by itself, and it will be more capable than us.
True.
so
And can we add both system into the body?
Can we add what
body,
system?
natural
Body and-
circulation
Uh-huh.
with the heart and the other parts of the body.
Like normal heart, normal
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And add with the EA.
AI.
AI.
I got it. Good
opposite. For instance, we add our brain to in maybe
The opposite.
robotic body and
Reverse it. Reverse the engineer. Yeah, good question. I don't know.
We can
Maybe you
make
can
it
ask
code-
Elon Musk. He's crazy about these
We
things.
can make it code our brain to that
But
code.
Have
why
you-
we do this? If artificial intelligence, we put this brain in there. So why this body? We can make so sophisticated body than
Mhm,
our
mhm.
body.
Because
Like
it
a
cannot
machine.
be.
Because we don't want to die. That's why.
Yeah,
Because we want to exist.
it can be alive by nature, naturally.
You know, there
However,
are
your brain is not be alive naturally.
there are a lot of
They alive with
In the other
artificial
body.
intelligence.
yeah. Nice
Can be
question.
uncreation.
I just asked this.
Mhm.
Is we translate our consciousness into something like this chip?
Okay.
I just asked this. And you said no consciousness in the brain. Brain also has its conscious. So it is impossible. Artificial intelligence
I'm
can
not
take your
looking
brain.
for a conscience. I'm just natural and kind of natural.
He is looking for modification.
Yeah.
He wants to modify, let's say, his body and to boost it, to enhance it to the maximum potential.
Potential.
But
Yeah.
this brain is not his brain. Rest of body, his brain, but artificial intelligence being in
Inside.
brainware
Okay.
for brain.
Can be kind of help.
So this is not anymore him.
Yeah.
This
I know.
Maybe
I'm
that
just
artificial
looking for-
intelligence, let's say that chip, can enhance
Okay.
his brain capability.
Yeah.
That theory.
Because robotic body is not capable of like our body.
Exactly.
We can use our body because our muscles are really effective.
Uh-huh.
If you are
but
look
just
at robotic
Yeah, yeah.
ring,
Yeah.
and on the other hand,
It is not smooth.
yeah, if you wanna use over the limits
Mhm.
with the artificial intelligence, it can be mixture.
True.
It will be different something, I guess.
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
months ago in Israel, they created a tissue completely imitate of the body
Mm-hmm.
and made it by human
Yeah.
and act like human tissue.
Yeah.
If this technology grow, developed one level, this level can imitate completely your body like a nature
See you.
by made by level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, much more complicated things that you are talking about. Good question. I mean, first, I think every single discovery is actually owes a lot to the question first.
Because
First question, then discovery. So questioning is the first level, which is really
these chips
cool.
are using the electric.
That's why
We can use the resource of our hearting, pumping electric
true.
using that chips.
We can do that. I mean, there are lots of movies
There were
related to
movies, I
that.
forgot the name of the movie.
Even games. Have you played Detroit? What was the name?
Detroit.
Detroit Human
I
something. Have you played?
Yeah.
Amazing game,
Easy.
man.
Oh.
Amazing. When you play and finish, you stand up and clap.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you sit down.
There are a lot of
Amazing
Answer,
concept and amazing writer.
yeah.
I mean, all of this, the whole scenario, the whole crew, and whatsoever.
there is no action, just
Exactly.
walking the same way and just think. Actually, think is
Absolutely.
amazing.
So even these questions can be really effective. One day people can think and find a way. Definitely Elon Musk, I mean those kind of people are thinking about these questions. Definitely,
But
undoubtedly.
I don't trust entrepreneur people.
Yeah, that is different topic. That is different
Yeah.
topic. But I am sure that they are thinking about
Of course
these
they
things.
There were a movie which is kind of about my idea. There were a soldier lost whole body. Just
Robocop?
brains. What?
Robocop.
Robocop, yeah, Robocop.
Yeah, long time ago, man.
Yeah, it is the
Robocop.
kind of
I was a
same-
kid. How do you remember?
However,
Ah,
it's-
you watched it later.
yeah,
We have a new version.
Huh?
New version.
New
new
version.
version. It's
No, I'm
not-
talking about the old version. Old is better.
It is the same, I guess. However,
25
there was a name, specific
Yeah.
name to new version. How can I say? Remastered. Yeah.
Remastered.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Remastered for the games generally.
Yeah. However, this
Uh,
film is remastered.
Also, okay. In that scenario, because of the poor quality, let's say 20-25 years ago,
I guess
they
the-
remaster it and just improve the quality.
It was broadcasted 2018. I watched on cinema.
In 2018 in cinema. Okay, I don't know. I'm unaware of that.
I remember 25 years ago.
25 years ago. Yeah, I was a kid.
Yes.
Most of you weren't existing
I was
somewhere
Fun. I was fun.
waiting. You had
I was
fun?
child.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we are so close in terms of age. How old are you?
31.
Yes, 36. You're 5 years
Yeah.
younger than me. Yes. The same generation?
Right.
Almost the same generation.
Why zone? Why jam?
Y generation?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh.
A generation? No.
Y generation.
Y.
Why?
Y generation, yeah.
Y generation.
80s and 90s.
Uh huh.
Y generation.
What about 2000? Z?
Gen Z.
Okay. What is the next generation called? Would be called?
Yeah,
No
we are
name?
we are still in Gen Z.
Uh huh.
Alpha generation. For
No.
Alpha?
The-
Alta?
2013.
I don't know.
Alta?
Alpha.
Alpha?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Right.
Really?
But somebody should care because they are coming with really big power.
Yeah, of course.
They are so productive than us.
Yeah.
My little child, my little brother,
Okay.
think about the Bursa changing
No. Stock market.
Stock market.
yeah.
Okay.
Think about
Share
stock
market,
and
stock-
put money, take again, and sometimes take gold and against.
Amazing.
A shark.
I am not surprised. No, I am not surprised.
So-
Because why? Because human being is a being that you have to educate him or her.
Right.
However you educate, the result can be surprising. If, let's say, our parents, our former teachers, let's say, the society, couldn't educate as you are willing to see, it wasn't our fault. It wasn't. Today, the society, the education, the technology, whatsoever, all of them are educating new generation that way, so it is normal.
And other side, while we are child, just we can take the education from our parents.
True.
Until 7.
Very limited kind of education we used to
And
have.
you are selling your toys on
Unfortunately.
the street. It is
Your
your
low white
so
generation.
Our big.
Yeah.
Low white generation.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Did a child, while 5 years old, have own computer and own tablet,
True, of course.
connected with the rest of the world?
True. Absolutely. They are lucky. They're lucky, but they do not take this potential, this chance, opportunity for granted. This is problem. They must take it for granted.
But
My generation, me too, maybe you too, we used to take everything for granted.
Right.
Everything. There was I am from the generation of Micro Atari, real Super Mario, real one. I was 6, 7 years old.
We grew up with technology.
Yeah. Don't open this door right now.
I know.
It's very late. I told you to write down these topics and ask me, and we can talk about later. Because this is authentic conversation. It is not planned, which means that there can be a lot of surprising questions, unplanned. So the conversation can go on.
But this can't plan it by before. This is
So right
what
now,
used to.
for example, right now there is a good question that somebody mentioned. Somebody can write it down on telephone or somewhere. Next time, ask. We
But
can continue.
again, if my friend asks first lesson, we can't talk about it. We get used to this language like a 40 minutes or 15 minutes, and after we start think about something.
You mean you cannot be ready to
Yeah.
talk that way?
For instance, for lesson, I can understand lots of words like this.
I see. The point here, my recommendation to you guys is
We are growing up with technology.
we are growing up with technology.
Is this-
That's the
What was the question? Yeah, kinda. You mentioned the question, I think.
No.
Who said
Question
you
is,
mentioned?
why my little?
No, you said we were growing up with the technology.
We
And
grew up.
And
with technology.
we used to take all of those devices and technology for granted.
yeah, I will add it.
But new generation do not.
You're right.
Does not
I
have.
forgot
granted?
little.
For granted means appreciate it. To take something for granted means to appreciate. To understand the value of that.
Okay.
Understand the value. It is very valuable for me. New generation, no. Oh, there's a drone. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. What? That is a masterpiece. Go back 30 years ago. If you flown a drone, people would be afraid. What is that? What is it? You know, today, okay, cool. It is more than cool. I mean, it is.
Not the cheaper.
Just look at the design, look at the mechanism, look at everything, and through the years we could feel it. That is why my generation, and of course the generation before us,
Because they don't create anything in their life. They are addicted to something put on that desk.
They're talking about
no.
No.
We are going to talk about it
What
next time,
I'm
okay?
trying to make it drone. It's so hard to create.
All right, we will
They
talk
cannot
about.
understand that.
Drone is an example that I said. For example, I said
Technological
drone.
devices to creating is so amazing part of
The-
stepping actually.
But they created something too. But more sophisticated than your
Yeah.
devices. Think about it. They think about rocket science.
Yeah. What
For
does it
instance,
mean? What's the meaning of this question?
No. We are going to talk about it. I mean, just remind me. I can create a conversation. No worries about it. I can create conversation out of something. No
I
worries.
have a quick question.
Quick question. Okay.
You're gonna be kidding me. is correct, or you wanna be killing me.
What?
You want to be,
you
you are
wanna
going
be.
to be. Both of them are okay.
Wanna be.
Both of them. If you are going to do something, you have a plan to do it. If you want to do something in the future, you can because you want it. Both of them okay. No worries. Mhm. Yeah, that is it. Okay. Let's go to mental hospital. Take care of yourselves. See you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.